Step into the shadows with 10 creepy hidden horror gems you can stream right now. From pulse-pounding scares to twisted tales of terror, these chilling pics will crawl into your mind and stay there. Number 10, Most Beautiful Island.
Do you come here alone too?
No, with the other models.
Take your place with the others.
What the hell is this?
Luciana, an undocumented immigrant from Spain, drifts through the underbelly of New York City, scraping by on menial jobs while hiding from a dark past she can't outrun. When a mysterious acquaintance offers her quick cash for a one-night gig, Luciana is pulled into a grim and seductive world that promises escape but demands something far more sinister. Led to a shadowy basement filled with other desperate women, she realizes too late she's become part of a voyeuristic, high-stakes game where survival is currency and terror is the spectacle. As she's forced to confront her limits in the most horrifying way, the line between victim and participant begins to blur. Directed by Ana Asensio, the film is a slow-burning, claustrophobic descent into the cruelty hidden behind closed doors in America's urban sprawl. Number 9, Pet. Seth is a loner drifting through life as a quiet worker in an animal shelter, consumed by a forgotten crush that reignites when he runs into Holly, a waitress from his past. What begins as awkward attempts at connection soon devolves into something far more sinister. When Holly rejects him, Seth captures her and locks her in a hidden cage beneath the shelter. But the real horror unfolds as the power shifts and secrets unravel, revealing that Holly may not be the helpless victim she seems. Their twisted relationship becomes a brutal mind game, turning captor and captive into unwilling partners in a chilling psychological spiral. Pet is a confined, nerve-wracking horror thriller that digs deep into obsession, control, and the monstrous instincts lurking beneath fragile facades. Number 8, Mom, Mothers of Monsters.
Out again?
Knock it off.
What if it's genetic?
Abby is a single mother living on edge, haunted by her teenage son Jacob's darkening behavior, his obsession with violent games, unsettling drawings, and strange manipulative habits. As her fears grow, she rigs up surveillance cameras all across their home to document what she believes may be the early signs of something dangerously wrong. But the more she records, the more Jacob becomes aware of the gaze upon him and begins turning the tables in a twisted psychological game. What starts as Abby's attempt to prove she isn't overreacting spirals into a battle for truth, sanity, and control. The film is a found-footage horror thriller that preys on parental paranoia and what happens when fear turns inward. Number 7, Southbound.
I want to wear the black.
On a desolate stretch of highway, multiple travelers become ensnared in interlocking tales of horror. Each segment unveiling its own dread, but all connected by a creeping sense of entrapment and mounting supernatural dread. As strangers cross paths at isolated gas stations, motel rooms, and deserted roads, distorted visions and strange entities stalk them, turning every turn into a nightmarish question of what is real. Driven by guilt, fear, or desperation, each character tries to outrun something far worse than the darkness, something that seems to follow them no matter how far they drive. Southbound is an anthology horror film whose chilling atmosphere lies in its ambiguity, its looping structure, and the horrifying thought that escape might be an illusion. Number 6, Attachment.
She's a very
I have everything under control, just the way I like it.
Maya, once a successful actress in Denmark, meets Leah, a Jewish academic visiting from London. Their connection is immediate, but when Leah suffers a sudden, mysterious seizure, she returns home, and Maya follows, hoping to stay by her side. Back in Leah's family home, Maya meets Leah's mother, Chana, a devout and secretive woman whose beliefs and behavior begin to unsettle Maya. Strange things start to happen. Subtle folklore, odd objects, disturbing traditions. And Maya senses that Chana's hold over Leah may mask something supernatural. Attachment is a romantic horror infused with Jewish mysticism and mounting dread, exploring how love, faith, and hidden forces can bind those closest to us. Number 5, The Cleansing Hour.
Time to go off script.
Max and Drew are lifelong friends who produce a wildly popular live stream show called The Cleansing Hour, where Father Max performs staged exorcisms on paid actors to attract clicks, followers, and revenue. Everything is manufactured, the horror, the screams, the miraculous expulsions. Their show is polished, their personas sharp. But cracks start to show when their fake exorcisms are pushed to the limit. When someone steps in at the last minute to play the possessed for an episode, things begin to shift, and the line between spectacle and real terror trembles. As secrets from Max and Drew's past seep into the present, punishment and performance become dangerously entwined. The film reimagines possession horror for the age of streaming, where truth is as malleable as the audience's attention. Number 4, All the Gods in the Sky.
C'est une question de jour.
Simon lives in a crumbling farmhouse on the edge of nowhere, caring for his severely disabled sister in near total isolation. The weight of guilt hangs heavy, rooted in a tragic accident from their childhood that shattered both their lives. As his mental state deteriorates, Simon becomes obsessed with the idea of cosmic salvation, believing something beyond this world may come to rescue them. Reality blurs under the pressure of grief, loneliness, and otherworldly delusions, and the silence around them grows louder, more ominous. Directed by Quarks, All the Gods in the Sky is a bleak and haunting meditation on trauma and redemption, soaked in surreal imagery and emotional decay. Number 3, Daniel Isn't Real.
I imagined you. I can make you go away.
Luke is a college freshman haunted by his mother's mental breakdown and feels the weight of living up to expectations he can't shoulder. To help cope, he brings back Daniel, an imaginary friend from his childhood who seems charismatic, helpful, and dangerously persuasive. At first, Daniel's arrival feels liberating. He gives Luke confidence, helps him navigate school and relationships, and offers escape from guilt and anxiety. But the more Luke depends on Daniel, the more boundaries blur, between reality and hallucination and between control and surrender. Luke begins to fear he's losing himself. The film is a psychological horror mystery that probes trauma, identity, and the terrifying cost of letting someone else take over your mind. Number 2, The Wolf of Snow Hollow.
They're saying it's a wolf. No, it's a man. When do I get to be right about something?
John Marshall, a deputy sheriff in a small snowbound town, is trying to balance raising his teenage daughter, caring for his unwell father, and sober up, all while bodies turn up, brutally mauled, under the light of a full moon. Locals grow ever more convinced there's a werewolf on the prowl. John, burnt out and skeptical, doubts there's anything supernatural, though every clue and witness seems to disagree. As tension claws at the town through fear, rumor, and mounting panic, John must navigate his own inner darkness to hunt what might simply be an animal, or something far worse hidden in plain sight. The film blends horror mystery with bleak comedy, exploring what happens when the monsters outside and the demons inside oneself collide. Number 1, Possessor.
Ready?
Tasia Voss is a top-level assassin for a shadowy agency that uses advanced brain implant tech to take over other people's bodies and commit professionally gruesome murders. The jobs are brutal and precise, but each mission leaves Tasia more fragmented, struggling to hold onto her identity while stepping in and out of hosts' lives. What begins as methodical control gradually evolves into a harrowing battle between her consciousness and that of a host who refuses to be silenced. As her personal life, husband, child, home, begins to feel like memory rather than refuge, the body-hopping assignments turn inside out, revealing what a soul must sacrifice under endless impersonation. Directed by Brandon Cronenberg, Possessor is visceral sci-fi horror about what it means to lose oneself and what rises when everything real has been overwritten. Here are 4 other movies you have to see. Spoonful of Sugar.
I want more from you. Family.
A college student, Millicent, takes a babysitting job caring for Johnny, a non-speaking child with severe allergies. Hoping to help Johnny, she administers some of her own medication, only to find the child's condition and the family's secrets darker than she anticipated. As strange behavior escalates, Millicent must unravel what is real and what is dangerously manipulated. Howl. A late-night train becomes a trap for its passengers when they're stranded deep in a forest after hitting a deer. One by one, a terrifying creature attacks, forcing the survivors to fight for safety. As panic spreads, alliances form, secrets emerge, and the terror outside becomes matched by human desperation inside. Capture, kill, release.
I think it looks like I have, don't you? Wrap the pieces up individually, take him out somewhere quiet and secluded, bury the pieces, and he never comes back.
Jennifer and Farhang, a young couple, decide to plan and execute a murder of a random stranger, documenting every step with a handheld camera. What starts as a dark fantasy morphs into real emotional consequences as their relationship strain deepens. One of them begins to question the moral cost of the violence, and the boundary between observer and participant breaks down. The Atticus Institute.
They want to control everything, but they can't. It's too powerful.
In the 1970s, Dr. Henry West runs a secretive institute to prove supernatural abilities like ESP are real. When a mysterious woman named Judith arrives, her paranormal talents draw intense scientific scrutiny and government interest. The experiments spiral into danger as the line between theory and horror begins to blur.